Okay.
One, two, three, four, five.
That's it. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. He's absolutely shattered on that stool. Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now in this first minute of it. Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up behind the jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Body and head, be smart.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work, P13. Smart, well done. No getting into landing your power shots. Great. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna help out actually. What? How is it me?
Great round now. Relax, relax. Now don't wait till load up. Don't be looking at him one shot at a time. Set him up, you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. Good work, that's it. Brilliant. Stay fresh. Good. We'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
I'm duping him now, giving him combos. Floyd Patterson is just gone.
Don't let him back into the...
Stand by. One, two, three, four, five, six.
I punched him and it knocked me out. Okay. Okay, bud. dealing with kids like that, bro.
I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got this?
The Gypsy.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater. Ready? We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They're not gonna let this one go to the judges. That left counterpunch will score. Nice counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He misses with that jab. Good counter punch. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react to that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Oh,
Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Felt like I was talking about.
There's the bell for round 2. Nice counter shot. He misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. showing exceptional chins, by the way. Try to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long lead. Not many fights can do that.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Got out of the way of that right hook. They exchange punches. And this with that jab. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 3. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Lands with the right counter. Good right hand. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Oh, that punch. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
He just misses with that jab. Men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
On to the fourth we go. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He just misses with that big right hand. And he misses with that jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Blocks that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. He fails to score with that left hook. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. There's the bell to start round 5. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Both men step back for just a moment. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Thought we were going to see the finish. So wrong. Good punch. Punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Start the 6. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Missing with the left hook. Can't connect with that right hook. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He parries away that left hook. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Looks absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
And there's the bell for round 7. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's the jab, but it doesn't score. That's another scoring shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. He parries the right jab away. These two were made for each other. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it.
And we enter the 8th round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get him close.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice exchange here from both men. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Neither man really defending themselves. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Oh, this guy's about to get it.
There's the bell to start round 9. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. Nice punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That jab misses. So that left lands. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. This is the 10th. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think them. You just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through willpower, calm, Because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. How did they not go down?
That was cheating. But it's okay.
They just missed with that big right hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Yeah, me.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds.
Let me take a sip of my drink, bitch.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore?
No, that's fucking clear. Bitch. You dog shit, boy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Guy's bad, bro.
That
All
was
he's doing is
almost a
throwing
10-8
jabs.
round. On to the 12th.
Look at this guy.
One punch could change everything in this battle.
Yeah, we both can have this. So it's knockout or nothing. Knockout or nothing, boy.
That left hook missed. And he just missed with that left jab. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Oh, we know one of these fights.
Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Oh, no!
Knockout or
Ali
nothing.
is down!
Fucking weird. You're still losing anyway, bro. I hit him and it knocks me down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He blocks the hook. That jab doesn't score.
I win, buddy. I don't know why you're excited.
What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as, you know, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.
I don't know how the middle judge gave it to him. Owen Scott's a fucking idiot. It was a 10-8 round by him in that last one because of knockdown. But 0 knockdowns because this motherfucker is sketchy. The Gypsy's getting. He's the greatest. Besides Mike Tyson. And Muhammad Ali. There's 3 GOATs in heavyweight division in my eyes. Best power puncher is Tyson. Best movement is Ali. Best legacy tied with Ali. Is Tyson Fury. And just his movement too.
A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. He'll square off against Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall. Tyson Fury, this multi-time. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
All right, those are the numbers. Here we go.
Tyson Fury versus Tyson Fury.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a